welcome to tonight's What's for Dinner. We are going to make chicken Alfredo in the Instant Pot. So I've got 3 chicken breasts here. It actually called for 2, but around 1.5 pounds, and these are 1.5 pounds. So we're gonna go ahead and season both sides with salt and pepper and garlic powder. And now we're going to put in some, we're gonna put a couple tablespoons of olive oil into the Instant Pot. I'm just gonna kind of guess what I think. Sorry, my Instant Pot. Sorry, my battery died. I'm just kind of guessing, but I'm putting a couple tablespoons of olive oil in here. And then I'm gonna come around here and we're going to put this now on saute, and we want to do it, which I already did, but I didn't realize that you could adjust it by pressing it, and we want it over here on more, which should be high. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and start adding in the chicken, and we want to sear both sides. So we're gonna let it cook a couple minutes on both sides until it gets a good sear. Now we're gonna go ahead and turn them over. That didn't really sear real good, but this side did. And this little piece in the middle for some reason. Okay, it's kind of steamy. This boy wanted a kazoo. Don't ask me why. Why did you want a kazoo?
I just felt like needing a kazoo.
So now he's...
I'm beautiful.
Now I'm going to take this chicken out. Ah, this is really hot. I'm going to turn this back down to normal or something. Holy moly, that's hot. Now, hopefully I'm not going to burn this. It's saying hot. I don't know if that's supposed to be doing that, y'all. I'll have a smoke detector going off in a minute or something. I'm taking this out. And we're going to let that cool off a second. Okay, now we're going to put in 4 cloves of garlic. And we're going to kind of cook this for about a minute. It's very hot. I've never seen it say hot on the front of the Instant Pot. Y'all let me know if that's bad. Okay, I turned the saute function off so this could cool down because I guess it got really, really hot. Then we're going to add chicken broth, 1 quart of it, which is 32 ounces. We're going to go ahead and add that in. And then it says to use a wooden spoon, which I already was, and kind of use it to, you know, get some of the scraped parts off the bottom. Now we're going to add in a pint of heavy cream. Add in the pint of heavy cream. Oh, and I was also supposed to add in, oh, actually this is what I'm doing. We need 1 teaspoon of salt. And I don't have a pepper like grinder, but it said to turn a couple times with the fresh black pepper, which I'm hoping to get one soon. And then I'll have fresh black pepper. We're going to add in our uncooked pasta, which we are going to use 1 pound, which is a 16-ounce box of penne pasta. Go ahead and put that in. And then we're going to go ahead and return the chicken back to the pot. I'm going to throw in those little pieces too. And then it says to go ahead and just stir all the ingredients. That's what I'm going to do, just kind of stir it. It smells good, y'all. And then we're going to put our lid on. Going to turn the pressure level Oh, sorry. I'm still, you know, learning. High pressure for 6 minutes. Once this is done, we're gonna do a quick release, and then we're gonna add in some fresh Parmesan cheese. So we'll be back in just a second. Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna take this Parmesan cheese. I just bought a block of it because it said it was best to use freshly grated. So that's what I'm gonna do. The chicken is done, and so I let the steam off, and as you can see, it was starting to come out of there. I had to put a towel over it. But now I'm going to remove the chicken so that I can go ahead and cut this up. I'm going to slice it into pieces, and then we will add it back into the mixture. But first I'm going to add in the cheese and mix that up and let it melt together. Alrighty, Courtney, you're first. How do you like this?
I really like it. It looks different, like it's not completely white like normal Alfredo, but it's really good.
This is homemade. It's not from a jar.
The sauce tastes really good. It tastes similar, but it's better.
Oh, okay.
It's really good, and the garlic knots are
Oh yeah, I forgot to show y'all that we were having. These are just the Texas, I think it's called the Texas Toast or something brand, garlic knots.
You're welcome for telling you.
What?
I was the one that told you.
Yeah, Bryce is the one who told me to get
They
those.
are good. All of this is all good. Very good.
They love
It is
Alfredo.
the best food I've ever had today. Not ever, but today.
All right, Adrian. How do you like it? Is it? It's good.
It's perfect.
Oh.
Victory.
Now we're Italian. I think it is good. Very good. I like it. And usually I'm more of a spaghetti, like a red sauce person. But this is really good. Really, really good. So, I love spaghetti. But anyways, all right. Hey y'all. Tonight we are going to be making an Instant Pot recipe. It is actually called round steak and gravy. So what I did was I went to our local meat market and I purchased 6 of the cube steaks, or some places are called tenderized round steak. So I got 6 of those, and I'm going to season these up. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to sear them on both sides before we put them into the Instant Pot. So I'm going to season these up, and then we're going to get here in this frying pan, this small frying pan, and brown them up. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of pepper on both sides. And we're just going to keep it real simple. I was going to use just salt, but then I thought, hey, I'm going to use some seasoned salt. So we're going to put some of that on. And, oops, this comes out a little bit faster than I was expecting. Okay, we're going to flip them and do the other side too. I have a tablespoon of butter that I put here in my small skillet. I'm gonna let that melt, and then we'll put the meat in here and start searing it. And y'all, I'm really thinking about investing in a cast iron skillet, but I really don't know anything about them. I've never used any before. I know Walmart has like the Lodge brand, and I was just wondering, let me know down in the comments below. Do you recommend the ones that Walmart has, or is there a certain brand I should look for maybe online? And if you have any tips on getting started with the cast iron skillet, because I know it's different with seasoning it and all that kind of cleaning it, which I guess I could look into myself. But really, I just need to know what brand or whatever to get. Okay, this is good. So I'm going to start adding in the meat. See how many I can fit. I probably should have used a bigger skillet, but we're basically just going to brown these on both sides a little bit for a couple minutes on each side, and then take them out of the pan. So I'm going to start browning this up. Okay. That one's not really seared. This one is actually more than this side. Okay, I went ahead and added one more in here to try to speed it up a tad. And I could have done this in the Instant Pot, but the woman who had the recipe did it in a pan. So I guess if you really wanted to, you could also do this part in your Instant Pot. And I will link the recipe down below. She does have instructions on how to do this, I believe on the stovetop or in the oven. So if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can still make it just in a different way. And as these get browned or seared, I will remove them and set them over on a separate pan. So we will finish this up and then I will be right back. Okay, we have our steaks seared, or as good as I could get them to sear. But we have those seared. But what we're going to do now is we're going to come over to our Instant Pot over here. And I have 1 medium onion that I sliced up, and I have a tablespoon of butter. And we're going to put that into our Instant Pot, and we're going to, let me plug it in. I'm going to put our Instant Pot on the saute mode and throw in that butter. 1 tablespoon. And we're going to let this warm up, and then we're going to add in our onions, and we're going to add in some garlic. We need 3 cloves of minced garlic. Okay, this is starting to melt. I'm going to go ahead and just add in my onions, and I'm going to add in my 3 cloves of garlic. Like I always do, is I just use this minced garlic that comes in the little container here. And if you're using that, about a half a teaspoon is supposed to equal 1 clove. So we'll put 3 half teaspoons. Oh, that last one wasn't all the way full. So we're going to saute these. Just kind of break that apart a little. Let it all get melted in there. Kind of use this to kind of break my onions apart more. This way they'll saute a little better. My daughter already told me that it was smelling good, so I think it's going to be really good. And it's really not that hard. And like I said, if you don't have an Instant Pot, I'll have the recipe linked in the description box, and you can click on that, and she does give instructions on how to make this if you don't have an Instant Pot. So I'm going to let this saute for a little bit, and then I will be back. Okay, y'all, in the meantime, I have 2 cups of hot water, and the recipe called for 2 packages of onion gravy mix. This one that I have is actually meant for 2 cups of water, so I'm going to just use 1. I'm afraid if I use 2 of those, it's going to be too strong. I'm assuming the one that they had was probably meant for 1 cup, so that's why I'm not going to use both packages. So I'm going to mix this up to try to dissolve it and just set it to the side until we're ready to pour it in. Okay, y'all, it's getting hot in here, so I think I need to go ahead and we're going to add our meat on top of the onions. Gonna go ahead and pour the juice and stuff in there. And next I'm going to take this 2 cups of the onion mixture. I think I have it mixed good. And we're going to pour that over everything. So, and I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for a second and just try to make sure that everything is under there good. And let me go get my lid. Now, put my lid on. And it says to set this, okay, we're gonna set this on the meat setting for 20 minutes. Actually, the meat setting on high for 20 minutes. And, how do I do that? Oh, there. Oh, it is on high, sorry. Normal pressure, high. There we go. And 20 minutes though. Y'all, I still mess up sometime. Okay. It should start. Okay, There it goes. So we'll wait for it to come to pressure. Once it's done, after 20 minutes of cooking, then we're just gonna do a quick release and then it will be ready. In the meantime, I just peeled these potatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these up and have them start cooking on the stove. Okay, y'all, it is done. Look at those steaks. And there's gravy in there with it. Look at that. I can't wait to try this. So we're gonna get everything set up on the table. Hey Adrian, how do you like this meat?
It's like eating.
What?
What's it like eating?
It's like eating.
Is it good though? Hey, is it good?
Ask him.
Hey Bryce,
She's talking to you.
how do you like the food?
It's okay. It's different from last than I remember it though.
I've never made this before.
Okay, that's why.
Do you like it?
This is hamburger steak.
No, it's not hamburger steak.
It's steak.
That's okay.
Okay. Courtney, what do you think?
I think it tastes really good. It's just different than what I've ate. Like what steak?
What is this?
What normal steak I eat?
It's cube steak. Like what I
what's cube
use.
steak?
It's the same steak I use to make chicken fried steak.
What's the area of this
And that's
steak?
why it doesn't. It tastes better with the chicken fried better.
It's
Well,
good though.
I think, y'all, it's very good for me.
It's alright. It's alright.
So you like it, Adrian, though? He's eating it up.
Oh.
Okay, y'all. Sorry they weren't very helpful there, other than, it's okay.
Oh,
I think it's very good.
I love it.
My husband would probably give it
I
a thumb or
put
two
some
up.
salt on it. Salt.
Okay, then it's better.
Mm-hmm.